I had family in the business, and my grandfather thought that it would be a good idea for me to get into hair school. I went and checked it out and discovered it was quite interesting. 70 girls in the class also made it even more interesting. I think the creative process started to unfold before my eyes. It was quite an insightful thing from him, and he got to see my first hair show, and then he actually passed away 2 days later. When I'm not on the road doing hair, I'm doing hair at home. Built this insane hair lab in the basement. I've got all the collections laid out to be able to kind of look at where I've been and where I want to go. For me, the responsibility in being an artistic director and expecting to be able to come up with really grand shoots every year, I would never want them to go, Chris, what do you want to shoot? And not be able to pull the trigger and go, I can tell you exactly where we're going. But that just doesn't come by chance. There's a lot of time spent developing that and knowing what you can do, and I think also knowing what you can't do. To hear somebody stop you at a show or at an AHA and know that you've influenced that, truly that's what keeps you going. To me, the ultimate thank you is when you can walk in a class and see something you've taught somebody and they're taking it and teaching others with it. If somebody's coming to me for advice, never been in the hair industry, I would really tell them to think about it. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of money in it. There's a lot of successes you can do with it, but there's also a lot of time that you have to put into it. It's sacrifice, but anything that's worth it isn't going to just be handed to you. We had this amazing thing happen at Naha. Entered 4 years, been in the finals 3, and won it for Hair Colors of the Year. So I would say that's probably the proudest moment. When you think of the idea of working in the salon, working on a stage, and creating something for Naha, you have to be commercially sound. The stuff we create from stage may be very high energy, but it also has to go back and be usable for the salons. Inspirationally, when you're doing something for Naha, it makes you stay very much on point for your clients as well. I wouldn't want to do just one. It would be very hard for me just to be in the salon. It'd be very hard for me just to be on stage, and it'd be very hard for me just to do shoots. But I think the combination always keeps you fresh because you're always going to be on point. You have to be on point. The biggest thing for me about working with Matrix is working with a company that gives us a platform to create a point of difference in the industry and gives me a platform to be able to create a level in which we're the ones leading it. And I don't think it's that way with every company. I think the platform and creativity they give us allow us to be better than what I ever imagined I could be.